Hot Rod Magazine.
To review the latest New Zealand Hot Rod Magazine. On the line with me at the moment, Greg Stokes. Hop and Slop Shop.
Kind of makes you wonder what sort of bench racing conversations they have, eh?
I know where the inspiration comes from, that's for sure. But I've got to say a big hats off to Preston Brunel from the Goose Mufflers in Nelson for the exhaust. Can you see this thing in the magazine? I mean, it is amazing. I sort of looked at it and thought, where's the exhaust? You know, and it's like, oh, there. And you can just see a little bit of it, and it pokes out the end as well. I was like, how the hell he managed to get it all in there and down and tucked away like that, I don't know. But, I mean, there is a pipe-bending marvel, you know?
Oh, for sure. Some of these guys are real artists with their metalwork, aren't they?
The other cover car that you got there is Hayden Mitchell's A Roadster, sort of that burnt orange / bronze colour that it's in.
Yes, yep. Model A Roadster pickup with a twin 4 Chrysler Hemi in it.
Got to have a Hemi, eh?
Oh, yeah. And Hayden, he's stuck with a traditional decal, and he's turned out quite a few neat things. You know, he's got like a vintage Indian motorcycle. He's still got a blown flathead 32 3-inch coupe as well.
It's got this very sort of mid-60s look about it, you know, period correct. Yeah.
Exactly, yep.
Running a 354 Hemi, which he placed in there after he took the blown 392 out because he wanted something quote-unquote tamer.
Yes, and the blown 392, I remember going for riding that. That was very insane, and the 354 is still enough to get you excited, for sure.
That word adrenaline immediately springs to mind.
Oh, yeah.
The second one, of course, is brakes.
Yeah.
I've got to say, it's good to see a younger generation coming through in the hot rodding fraternity as well. The article you did on Jonathan Gilbert's 66 Nova long roof wagon. What a cool cruiser that is, you know?
Oh, exactly. That's the real case of passing the torch. His dad, Adrian Gilbert's been a rodder for a long time, and good to see Jonathan coming through with such a cool and different cruiser, you know?
Yeah, well, reading the article, I mean, he was only 16 when the car was first purchased. And it's been a long time coming, and I think what I've really got to tip my hat to him for is the patience. I mean, there's a generation growing up there who, a generation now, they want everything within, not 10 minutes, but right now. But he did the hard yards, and he waited, the better part of 16 years for this thing to come to full fruition, pretty much, eh?
That's right, exactly. Yep, no, good. Admire the dedication there, and obviously some pretty good schooling or sort of tuition on hot rodding from his father. You know?
He's got a good mentor, which is nice to see, and and I actively encourage hot rodding as a father-son sport. The father may be into it and pass it on to the son, but even if the son's into it and they attempt a project together, I think it just keeps that family unit together.
Oh, for sure, definitely does. But I can speak from some experience of that myself. So I know exactly what you mean, and I encourage anyone to pull any young guy under their wing and sort of get them to it, and get them into it. And another way of making it last longer,
You're absolutely right, and I've got to say congratulations on the article in the latest New Zealand Hot Rod magazine about Lenny Jones's 32 Roadster. Once again, an iconic car that's everything's gone full circle, and we now have the full story.
Exactly. Yeah, it was quite neat doing that story with Lenny and digging through the photo albums and getting those old photographs and getting the story of how he purchased it and the little antics that went with that as well,
And there's that great shot in the latest issue of Lenny washing it in a river. This is a show-winning car, and he's washing it in the river, just to get the dust off. That's hot rodding. That's cool, because that's
you
what...
don't see that now.
No, you don't see it now, but that's what you did, It was just, I need some clean water. Oh, look, there's a river. Got a rag in the back. Off we go. Once again, an outstanding issue, Greg, and plenty of international coverage as well in there.
Yeah, the Grand National Roadster Show. We're actually one of the first magazines in the world to cover the Grand National Roadster Show that was back in late January. And Bruce Taylor did an outstanding job with photography and the article on that. And we've already had some feedback from the guy, Russell, that owns the Lavender Tea that's also on the cover, the smaller shot on the cover.
Yes.
He's just totally blown away that his car made it onto the cover of the magazine, the other side of the world, So it's been great. It's really an international hobby that we've got now, you know.
It's nice to see you tip your hat to an occasion as big as this in the States as well. I mean, plenty of photos, really. It gives you an idea of just some of the top-notch work that's been carried out in the States, isn't it?
Oh, exactly. Like, we are the New Zealand Hot Rod magazine, but we also don't forget where hot rodding actually originated from. It is from America, and it's branched out all over the world. So it's good to see what this sort of mother country is doing in terms of trends and build styles and quality and all that kind of thing with this event coverage, and also to see what other countries are doing. Just to bring it all together with a lot of expat Kiwis all over the world, you know, so it's great for them to read about, you know, their home magazine and what they're doing in their country and what have you, but also good for us to cover the smaller events or the major events here in New Zealand as well.
It's that responsibility you have for sort of keeping a finger on the pulse, you know?
That's right, exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. And just finally, the little article that Squeak Bell sent in on the barn find.
It proves that they're still out there, doesn't it?
I reckon we don't give this one away and we just let people go and pick up the New Zealand Hot Rod magazine from their newsagent or their local service station, because I mean that little article itself just really epitomises, you know, a true tale of hot rodding, doesn't it?
Oh, exactly. And Squeak Bell, like, he's a lovely guy, generous guy, and well respected all over the world. But with all due respect, he is like the FBI of hot rodding. He snoops them out and finds them or comes across them, and he shares them with the rest of us. It's great.
That's really cool. Hey, Greg, excellent to talk to you.
Good one, thanks, Mike.
Stay in touch, and yeah, I'll get these magazines out over the next couple of days to our lucky winners. All right?
Is that a hot rod magazine?
Music courtesy of the Campbell Boys, of course, if you'd like.